Host today on Transcend with Debbie and can be found on all platforms. She's a renowned international evidential psychic medium, Reiki master, Munike certified, and empowerment teacher who is holding space to bring awareness with other like-minded souls as we raise the vibration collectively for humanity with awareness, inspiration, love, compassion, and healing. Now your host, Debbie Romero.
Come on, girl. Thank you so kindly, y'all, for being here wherever you are around the world. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It is an honor to be a guest host here in honor of Spirit and Community. Today, Kelly Brickel will be my guest, and it is an honor to have her. Kelly Brickel, would you like to join us to come on stage, girl, as we roll and say some hellos?
Hey,
there you are. Hey, there you are, girl. I love that. So Kelly Brickel is the founder of Sacred Spiral Network. Not only is she an evidential psychic medium, but she's also just a kind, gentle, loving person who has stepped into a new role to hold space for many of us, light workers, healers, intuitives, mediums, psychics, paranormals, you name it. Dun, dun, dun. This is a whole new amazing thing that she has going. And so would you mind, Kelly, talking a little bit about what inspired you to create Sacred Spiral Network?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much, Debbie. I appreciate it. Sacred Spiral is born out of the inspiration to make sure that people express and share their gifts on a platform that can reach more people so they can help more people. Because as psychics and mediums, there's many things that we can do with our mission, right? It might be one-on-one, it might be platform, it might be even speaking about spirit or spiritualism or healing or psychic work. So many different roles, but a lot of people are in need of readings. A lot of people are in need of guidance, and a lot of people don't have access to mentorship or understanding even what sometimes energies are, what's happening in their development or what's happening around them, and how they can use energy and understanding to really make their lives easier and take back their self-empowerment. So I know that every time I'm on the air, whether it was back in the day with Todd and WLTKDB, and that's how I really, got ignited for this passion. I know that I felt like, wow, like I actually feel like I was helping people, and as well, I felt like I was healing my life by using my voice more. And so when WLTKDB, for those who know back in the day, that's how I would say a handful of people in the United States kind of had an opportunity to have their own show with paranormal or psychic and mediumship, and that's how my entry point was. When that closed down, because the station did, I was like, oh my gosh, there's all these people and myself that would show up every week, and now that's not happening, and I don't want to have that be taken away from myself or for anyone else. So then I worked, I slowly built, and here we are, and now I can say, hey, if you want to do this, come on board. I want to give you more options, not less. And that's me showing up to do that for people if they want to have their own show or share their gifts, or for the people who need services like this.
Right. I think it takes a leap of faith to be able to do what you do, Kelly. It's bravery as well, and admirable for you doing this. I know for myself, having my own show and doing what I do, you're really putting yourself out there. It's energetically taking time from you, and also holding space for others. So what people don't understand when we're showing up in this sense, in this manner, everything's energy, as you said, as you talked about that. There's an energy exchange with you and I, the guests, and all the people that come to listen for the reading or who wants to get connected in that way. It really does. There is this igniting, as you said, that fire that goes in. I remember myself earlier in my journey listening to those who come in and just share a piece of sitting in the power, or their experiences of what they've gone through in their journey, and I'm like this, listening to every word and taking every opportunity in the way that I could, because it was a matter of understanding our own energy and growing within ourselves, and then growing to evolution of where we are today. And that is dedication. There's a lot of dedication on your part and all of our parts. Everyone that's in here, each and every one of you that are in here, you show up, you're learning, you're evolving, you're transcending. And when that happens, yeah, girl, when that happens, you get the aha moments, and it just gives us a day of upliftment for sure. Would you say that you feel uplifted after the shows and working with the people in the community and spirit?
Absolutely, absolutely. I feel like there is a healing and resurgence, because I do believe that just the concept in energy, when you are expanding, when you are opening up, when you are allowing, when you are releasing, when you are basically saying, I'm going to relax, because with spirit, you have to just relax and accept and go, what do I feel? What do I sense? And it is like this very just, all right, I'm not gonna focus on my worries. I'm not gonna focus on my cares. I have to go to the spirit world. I have to go and see what else is out there beyond me. So there's a load that is taken off of you, and you merge with something greater. And when you merge with something greater, your aura expands. Your
Right.
body, it raises its vibration, and you receive a healing. And
Right.
not only are we here together, but afterwards, I would say, wouldn't you agree, Debbie? Like, our day just feels like, honestly, like a gift.
It really does. I love the word that we keep bringing forward that's coming to my awareness is healing. We all have taken a step at some point. For those that are in here, there had to been a moment of aha, I want to feel better. I want to have a change, or I want to understand. I want to shift my perspective. I want to evolve higher. I want to know more. So the desire just grows within us. And when you're having these type of conversations, your words and your energy is frequency and vibration that allows us to move the structures within our energetic body. And so there's an ebb and flow. Many of you may feel or may not feel, but with our senses, everything is expanding. As Kelly said, the auric expands. And so there's an intent, there's a will. Every thought is creating a change. And we have 70 thoughts by seconds, minutes. We're changing how we feel about things. And so how do you work with that? Like, we all want to take the steps to feel better. So the first is intent. Be kind to yourself. Yeah. Welcome it. Go ahead, Miss Kelly. What would you say to someone? What would you say, baby?
I've been excited about intention. Keep going. You're on a roll.
Yeah, girl. Let's go. Like, early in my journey, it was about self-care. Taking care of myself. I was forced to pause to take care of myself. And when that happens, sometimes there's some physical things that we could be limited to, could be emotional things that we're going through. Everyone's journey and story is very different. Some of us were just welcoming the shifts to feel better, whether it's peace in the mind and the heart and the spirit. And so we can awaken that healer within ourselves. Hug yourself, love yourself, be kind to yourself. The nutrients that we put in our body, the movement, and the way we speak. For me, I believe, when we're going into the psychic reading and we're going into the auric field, we could feel how that person truly feels. And so those words of doubt are sitting there in that energetic body of ours. And so we want to change the words and how we speak to ourselves too. So there's a lot of different ways. Kelly, what would you suggest, or how would you help leave a golden nugget for someone who wants to feel better, go into that healing journey for self?
Sure. Well, one of my favorite ways to do that, and it's funny because sometimes we can't even focus our mind for a couple of minutes, and we don't realize it until we task ourselves to go, wow, why can't I just close my eyes for a minute or sit down for a minute and do nothing? Like, look at nothing on my phone or computer or TV, or even can my mind just be relaxed for a while without, let's say, a worry or a problem going on within my life? It could be regarding another person or yourself, or you could be, having to like fix the house. It could be a million different things. But one of my favorite tools is, can you close your eyes, and if you can, for at least 5 minutes, and imagine that you have a sanctuary, whether spirit world, whether you believe it's like a sanctuary you can create with your mind's eye and your feelings, but to create a sanctuary and start really to create it. Say, like, I can build this from the ground up. You can pick any shape you want. You could have a hexagon for a room, or you could have a rectangle. You could have vaulted ceilings with skylights, but this is your area where you could get to come and heal. And I find it really amazing because, like, I will line the walls with like green energy, and I'll just sit or lie in the center of the room, and I'll go and I'll restore myself. Like, this is my area that is designated just for healing, and I ask for spirit to heal me too. And I find that there is increased restoration because my intention when I go to that place with my spirit and my mind is, I'm going to receive healing. I'm going to receive restoration. I'm going to return back to my energy. And really only need just a couple of minutes. We don't need to do an hour healing or meditation. Actually, it really helps. Like, don't you agree? Like,
I agree.
It actually does really help, but that 5 minutes is powerful.
Right. I think a moment of just an awareness of like, okay, let me pause. Okay, let me ground this energy. Or let me pray, God, let's go, angels, let's do this, let's go. Like, when we are set to send Reiki or energy work, it's like, Reiki, go. We don't need to know where it goes. Spirit's going to go because you've invited them and they know what to do. The intelligence of the energy is going to go exactly precisely in the way that we need it. We may think that we need it in our heart, but it could be something that's connected to a root cause of an emotional thing, that's a person that they're releasing the energy and sending the healing to loosen the bond that's affecting you or that inflicted you in some way. So it can dive in so many ways. So never limit yourself and let spirit do their part. Just let them come in is the beautiful way that you can give a gift you can give yourself. And then just really not only that, welcoming them to come closer, but also taking the steps, which is our action. So we also have to create the change to create the ripple effect of what we want to see different within ourselves. We can get the upliftment, we can get the inspiration, we can get the support, we can get the knowledge, but we also have to act on it. How and where is my body speaking to me today? And so I just thought this would be a great topic to talk about, because we all experience grief somewhere. We've all have aches and pains somewhere. We're all feeling things emotionally. We're in our thoughts. It's very natural. And so I think this is where we also have to give ourselves grace to say, it's okay to be a human. It's okay to feel those things. It's okay to react in a maybe not so positive way. Your body is feeling it. It's processing it. And those 5 minutes that Kelly speaks on, I like to call them resets. Reset, y'all. What's a reset? Looking at the clouds, looking at the sun, look at your feet, what's around you, reset. And so I hope that those that are here that have listened with us can take these little nuggets and implement them and use them in the way that feels right for you. There was a question from Samantha. She was asking about a dream that she had, and she was asking Kelly, she felt if it was, why that is. There was a knock. Let's see if we can go back to her. Oh, there you go. Samantha girl. Woo, woo. Hi-ya. Hi-ya.
We're in the energy. Let's flow with the comments.
Let's go.
Yes. Sure. So Samantha, wonderful question. I keep dreaming of someone knocking on the door. Okay. So immediately when I looked at your comment, I was feeling and hearing the sensation of the knock, and it felt like a barrier to me. It felt like a barrier to me. And so it was just like in the spirit world, or when we're dreaming, when people come to us, usually they kind of just show up. So there's like, there's this barrier of, are you comfortable with somebody just showing up? Do you pause and go, who is that? I'm not sure if I want to let that in. I'm not sure if I'm ready. I'm not sure who this is. So it's an invitation for surrender and trust that you are protected, and there's a reason that energy is coming to you. There's an invitation for your curiosity to open, and that it will be supported, and it's a good thing in this case, and that you are trustworthy within your own energy, even to go to the next step. This is a good time in your life to trust.
Right. I love that you say that, because you were able to tap into her feelings, right? You were able to feel how she responded to the knock. For me, I felt mom, and I felt mother presence. And so for you, Samantha, I want to say, when you're feeling into that, think about what your day was like, is what she was saying. Did you ask for her to come in, right? What were you thinking of her at that moment? She gives me a very beautiful bloom flower, which is really cool, because I have this knitted flower that is, so she must have knitted at some point, because I see this knitted rose that was made, and she just shows me like, I want to give you roses, flowers, like job well done. She also shows me that you can smell her. So there's a floral scent that comes with her energy as well, her essence. I also feel like she's also been someone who's guiding you, and who's also someone who's giving you that gentle breeze behind the back. I feel when I connect to her energy, is very soft pink. I feel very white, and I also feel blue, which is a very protective color. So with her, I feel like either you see colors, or there's something here significant about this essence of energy that's coming to you. I know that there's healing that's coming to you around the heart. So she's really bringing the acknowledgement around the heart, and she's like, I got you, girl. And so if any grief, I don't know if there's grief now or little tears, but this acknowledgement is coming in for you. It was so loud. It just happened a few times recently. Yes, I've been thinking of my mom, and yes, she knitted. Oh, God bless you. Because I feel like she's acknowledging a little bit of tears. So I'm going to let the energy come back, but then a blanket of protection comes in, and she makes me feel that you believe in angels, and she's like this angelic angel wing behind you. And I know Father is also standing on the next side of you. And then I don't know if you know someone named Tom, but I hear the name Tom, and I almost wanted to say uncle. And so I feel like your family is coming in. There's military connections, grandfather that are stepping in, and they're just like saying, girl, keep going, girl. We got you, girl. So whatever you're experiencing, please know they're definitely having your back. And for Samantha, you're the reason we get to be on Derek Akora's page. So my heart just gives you gratitude. Thank you so kindly for always holding space for the community and spirit. For those that are in here on Derek Akora's page, please don't forget to share. Don't forget to heart. Don't forget to send the girls some stars so the page can continue to grow out of love and keeping Derek's page alive. Let's go, Derek. Samantha, thank you so much for being here. Also too, I hear, Father, look for the pennies on the floor. So either you're someone who catches pennies, or you're someone that looks for pennies. I definitely want to say, look for pennies on the floor. I do know that pies they're going to just come and take over the show, girl, because they're like pies.
They're in hot. They're in hot.
They're coming in hot. So we're going to leave you with their love. Let's roll. Let's roll them. Thank you, Daniela, for being here. Thank you, Jennifer Rose, for being here. Iris, thank you for being here. Give some shout outs, Miss Kelly Brickel, and we'll go to the next question that you may be feeling guided to go into, girl.
I'm just saying, there's the hello. So hello, Janet. Hello, Dolores. Hello, Jennifer. Everybody, hello. Ane, hello. And girl, like I said, you were coming in on hot with like Samantha. I do feel like there was this from mom. So the message, because all of a sudden spirit came in so beautifully through Debbie. I do feel like the message was mom knows how hard that she works. And she raised her to be like somebody who cared and was faithful and was sure of the things that she did, like was diligent of the things that she did. And mom saying, hey, you can let go a little bit. just allow. You can let go a little bit, and that will help mom come in. You know, you relaxing your shoulders and just feeling, you're going to feel mom, you're going to feel grandfather. There's an invitation for the opening. So I do feel like that's the knock, and that's the encouragement from the spirit world. So, but, yeah.
That's the paranormal though, right? To hear the actual knock, like hello, but hers was a dream, right?
I heard it too. That's what I was saying. I hear the knock. It was so like, are you ready? They were trying to make her ready, because there was a part of them that were already there. And she was like, who is that? Because mom taught her to be diligent, and mom taught her to be careful. And you know what I mean? And to really be responsible and things like that. So like some of that is surrendering right now in a very positive way.
Oh, those are the when
it was, yes, it was loud. It was loud.
Right? Let's ask this. How many of us have ever heard your name called and you're like looking like a fool? Who is that? Like what?
It doesn't happen a lot for me, but there's periods where it happens more than normal. I'll get like some other random noise, but do you get your name called a lot?
You know, in the beginning I did. I used to hear like Deborah. I'll hear my mom, Deborah, you know, because she was always needing my help. So I'll hear Deborah, and I'm like, oh my God. It's like, you know, I always thought her cane was going to be a thing that was going to bug me, because she was the lady that would tap her cane like, let's go, hello. So I always thought in spirit world that I was going to get hit by the cane, because, you know, because that's how we roll. And so instead I hear Deborah, you know, and so see, you'll know. You see, there's people here that say yes. And so how they connect to us, I mean, this is the beauty of it, right? Oh, I got chills. Like, I love this. Let's go. Coming in hot. That's what's up, y'all. That's what's up. And then the knocking, like my girlfriend, she'll hear some knocking, a spirit of truth. She'll hear some, like, you know, she'll just hear the paranormal, the lights flickering. So all these things that Spirit uses to connect to us, embrace them. Think about where your thoughts were, whose birthday, whose celebration. Like, there are things that there's not always to be like, woo. It's really to be like, girl, let's get the party on. Let's go.
It's usually a celebration, an invitation. Yeah, like, hey, we're here to help. We're here to help.
That's what's up. Yes. And so let's not dim that, y'all. Let's embrace it. Do you have a comment here or a question here that you feel guided to go to? Thank you, Tracy Wares, for sharing the live, girl. That's what's up. Do you feel guided? My Mother's Day on Sunday, then my brother and sister. Oh, there you go, Samantha. You see? Celebration. Everybody celebrate good times. Come on. Girl, something must be in this coffee today. It's saying the X and the O's, a whole lot of love.
X and the O's, X and the O's. And then she's talking about, too, that in the dream, she saw her mom walk through the door, and it was so real. So she let mom come in. She let mom come in. So that was, it's like, Debbie, you were coming in hot because you're like, wait a second, mom did come in, and then you went into the reading. So beautiful, beautiful.
But you know, this is an example also, everybody, when you're having a dream or you're feeling into their essence in our sleep, or whether it's, you know, through mediumship, there is a healing component, the gentleness. And I could feel this with Samantha, how loving, how kind. And that was that soft pink, that soft white that just comes into that auric field to give you that gentle, I got you, girl, right? Like I could feel into that, like we're here. So there's always love when you're dreaming. And there's always that essence of like gentleness. I definitely can give gratitude for some dreams, you know. That's right, Miss Raven. The dreams are so important. Yes, you ladies are amazing. Thank you. So needed this. Cheers to you, Samantha.
Raising glasses. I want to actually, so Sherry's question asked me if there's any questions I was drawn to, and I was drawn to Sherry's question. And it's something that does come up. Debbie is a fantastic medium. One of my specialties is psychic. I'm very connected to people's energy in the living. And I do see this with other mediums even. They will hear even during a dem, I'm hearing a voice, and they'll ask, is that voice from the spirit world? And it's actually a voice of somebody, or a name of someone who's still here. So
Right.
we're all spirit. We're just on earth right now. And
That's
there are
right.
times where I've heard my brother's voice, who is perfectly well and fine and alive on this plane. And when I was developing, I heard his voice one time say help, or I heard my friend's voice say hi, and I would check in with them, and they would actually be fine. I was just learning how to feel their energy extended, and I was learning about like their emotional state rather than actually what they were going through. Like, let's say they weren't in danger at the time. It was just, I would hear things, and it would take me to a place inside their energy where maybe they were nervous at that time, right? Or maybe they were processing things. So sometimes it can not be as obvious as it seems. Same with, why am I hearing like my loved ones that are living, and I can hear their voice and I get indication.
Right.
It's yeah. Debbie, you go with that inspiration too. Have you gotten
Well, I
your
think,
loved ones who are here living? You can hear
oh
messages.
yeah, definitely. That's part of our psychic
Yeah.
energy, right? It's our own energy, and we can feel into the situations of what we're experiencing in the now. And it's important to acknowledge that. We started with the conversation, everything is energy, right? I find that in readings, when a loved one is being acknowledged in the living, it's also, we're going to go back again. Spirit world has a frequency and an energy that comes with them. If that person is being acknowledged, their name, the energy is hitting them, and we're channeling into their energetic field, they may have needed the upliftment and the energy to bring them up, or just an acknowledgement of, like, a lot of times, let's say, oh, Debbie, you have a so-and-so, but I can see that there's some disconflict, but spirit is aware of this and they're bringing healing to bring it closer. So there's also a healing energetic connection that comes with that. The other thing is that when people are being acknowledged, it could also, again, go back to a birthday, a celebration, or congratulations, they graduated from school, or they got diplomas. It's about waiting for the unfoldment. And I think, based on our culture, or based on our belief or our programming, we can freak ourselves out. Oh my God, something's going to happen. Why did they just, oh my God, they just brought in my brother. Do you know why he came in? Do you know what they were trying to say? And so that's the tricky part, is to feel into why it's being acknowledged. And so this is where it gives you the invitation to unfold it in a human form. Hey girl, what's up? I got your name the other day. Like, what's happening? Are you? And Miss Kelly will do that to me. Girl, what up, girl? What you doing, girl? And mind you, it's like 2 a.m. I'm like, girl, what up, girl?
Well, Debbie will be up or something, or I'll be up, and we'll just pop each other. We're like, oh, you're up, right? And we'll just talk about the random things that we get, because it's so true. Like, I'll be going through my day and I'll think about something within me, and then all of a sudden I will see like a Debbie flash in the back of my head or in the front.
Girl.
And I'll go, oh, that's something about Debbie too. Or they showed me something about Debbie rather than myself. And it's so subtle that sometimes you don't even remember and you barely even catch it. But the spirit world tells us so many different things about people all the time. They'll say, hey, that's going on with this person. Pay attention in that way. This is going to come up actually tomorrow. They give you all these clues. They give you all these things that they can help you with.
Right.
And when we do hear people, I think it's perfect what Debbie said. It's just give attention to that situation. Give attention to whatever you grab, because there's something important. You might not know what it is, but there's something important. And the last thing I really want to say is, so Sherry, excuse me, was talking about doppelganger voices. And honestly, sometimes it's really the voice of their energy. It's not a different voice. It's actually the voice of their energy. I find the only time I get, let's say, a doppelganger is if I'm really stressed out or tired, and I just go, oh, spirit is talking to me, but I'm too tired to pick it up. And that could be, information about somebody who is still here. And so it does feel like wah, wah, wah a little bit. But no, that's them. That's them.
Right. And
That's
so
their
this goes into that telepathic connection. Like we can really be like, whoa,
Yes.
okay, I just heard that. And I'll be like, hold up, I'm busy right now. You got to hold up. I'm in the store. You can't come at me right now like that. Or like, hold up, you know, like, don't let me lose focus because I'm very easily
Distracted.
distracted. Squirrel. I'm very sensitive and part of a paranormal team for a while now. Well, this is, Sherry, as you say this, you know, when we're in the energy, we're training ourselves to see, to feel into. So if you ever talk to, like, if you ever get in a conversation, like me, Kelly, and another girl, my girl, hey, Jan girl, we do a conference call. Yeah, shout out to our girl. We'll do like a 3-way conference call, and we'll be like, girl, so, you know, and I was feeling this, and then, so we're like in the energy already. So how we live our lifestyle, how we live, how we incorporate spirit with us daily, we're going to feel into everything. So it's not wrong, it's not bad, but just make sure you stay hydrated because our physical body's being used. Make sure that you get the vitamins checked. I know for me, like I get played, I have to go get my vitamins checked. If I know I'm low in water, I'll be drinking Pedialyte. You know, like our body definitely will feel the energy of it, and it works through it. That's why you sometimes find that I've learned, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, not diagnosing, but I've learned that a lot of us psychic mediums, I find interesting that we all go through something physical and discomfort in our own bodies. And sometimes, you know, we're just so open to so much. So take care of yourself, Miss Sherry. Thank you so much for that. Let's do some more readings. Let me see where I can go in here. If you're cool with that. I know here.
No, I think like Debbie, you're saying something amazing. I think it's so important. If we're not taking care of ourselves and we're stressed, we will actually, if we're not careful, do the reading or pick up the energy in the lens of the stressed, the lens of the, you know, I'm not sure now, the lens of I'm a little fearful now. So we have to take care of ourselves within this work. Okay, you go, girl.
Girl, that is so true. Let me tell you. You don't want a whole story here. We'll get you a book. When I write my book, you'll know all about Miss Debbie. So stay tuned. Transcend with Debbie, book chapter 1. So I know I'd be telling all kinds. Shortly after my partner passed, he called my name through the night. I awoke seeing nothing but my son's asleep. Next morning, my son said, Mom, I heard Dad shouting last night. And I said, what? Did you hear? He said, shouted your name, Mom. So this is another example that I teach my clients when they come in. When you're an awakened soul, you're open. What happens to the people around you? Your energy, vibrancy opens to everyone that you're around. Even if they're not a medium, you're feeding their soul, they're amplified. And so everyone starts to pick up. I'll laugh when the family members start to say, hey, did you feel that? Or did you see that? And I'll be like, oh, that's cool, you know? So when you say this about your partner, Jennifer, you know, I feel like with you, you're very active. I feel like you're very going, like always going on the go. Like I'm in this car, some type of, either I want a convertible car, or there's something about a red car. And I feel like he's very present with you. I feel like he literally sits on the right side of you in this chair. And I feel like you've had conversation, like a memory that comes forward with your partner. And he makes me feel like you coming in and asking him like, babe, are you okay? I feel like I'm holding on to my stomach. So I know, Jennifer, at some point there was something here happening with my tummy at some point. I feel very nauseous at some point in my journey with your partner. And I feel like either he was battling cancer or some form of illness, because this is the sense that, or the impression that he gives me. I clear my throat, so there was some unsaid words. And as I feel this, his gentle hand just comes over and he's just like, wants to give you this reassurance. I do also know I heard the name Steve or Steven, and I feel like it's Stphen, which is very interesting. I feel like the month of March, October are also very significant. I also feel like number 3 and number 2 are very significant. And I feel like, yes, just got a new car. It's red. Woo! All right. That's what's up. And so this is him with you, girl. Like, I'm in the car with you. Like, let's go, girl. I love that for you. But red also has passion. It also has that desire. It's the power. It's all of what you're in. And I just want to say, like, kudos to you because you rocked it. You have come out of a whole level of heartache and grief. Oh, my dad is Steven. our son's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, my God. See, this is another example. Spirit acknowledging the tummy aches, acknowledging the healing that's being brought forward when the name comes through. So this is an example, the intelligence of how they just be rolling, right? Like, we got you. We know what's happening. And I feel like you also, like, you're the kind of girl, and this, everybody check this out. Like, Jennifer won't play. She just sit there and she'll be like, okay, I need to do this today. I need to do this today. All right, Dad, come and help me. All right, brother, let's go. Like, it's like, I feel like you get like a roll call. You're like, roll call. And I feel like your soldiers just be rolling in, right? Every time you speak to me, Debbie, you always know what's up. That's not me, girl. That spirit wants what's up. Don't come to our show. We be tattletelling, huh? No, do come. But let me tell you, mother in love, I know that you have all this masculine energy, but I want to bring grandmother. I feel like she's got this silver fox hair. I feel like she's a kind of girl that got a nice little hat. I feel very elegant with her. I feel like lavender purple was her color. And I feel like she also speaks to you. She makes me feel like you have a brooch of hers. I feel it's very antique. It's almost like a silver kind of like button. So I feel like she's just definitely in with you, like, got you, girl, if you would understand this. So, Miss Kelly, I'm gonna let you add to it because Miss Debbie is just on coffee and I'm rolling. So go ahead, Miss Kelly Brickel.
I can only imagine. I can't do coffee for this reason. Okay, so like Jennifer, I'm tuning into you, and I feel like you're in a place where you're really getting things together. Okay, and so sometimes that can feel a little stressful, like everything is happening at once. But I really feel like you are getting things together, not only like with finances and stepping up within your house, but I really do think like you've been trying to like do things that are good for yourself. So can you understand, like, you've been trying to get into, let's say, art, or I just feel like I'm feeling like drawing, coloring, like, letting yourself like relax through visuals and getting yourself like in a place where you're comfortable, and you're allowing yourself to go, I need what's good for me. I need what's good for me. Okay, you can understand that. Thank you so much. And I feel like in order to do this, that you have to give yourself this side, because like, and I'm seeing like a flash of your son. I know your son was mentioned further. Like, he needs to not be so serious. He needs to not be so serious. So you're helping yourself not to be so serious, because you want to infuse like the fun in life, in your energy to give to your son. So a lot of things are really coming into place. A lot, it's like, if you can understand this, Jennifer, it's like a piece of the darkness has been lifted, because you feel like you have your head straight a little bit for the first time in a long time, and you're building. And so the spirit world, okay. So I'm getting like dad coming in, dad for son, so that's partner. And he's like really proud of all the things that you've done. And he's really proud that you've been actually like even considering magnifying the holidays, magnifying the holidays for the family. It's like you've been back online saying, okay, I have energy to infuse like a little fun and cheer here, and to make things homey, to make things traditional. He's saying you've done such an amazing job, and you are doing enough, and he's so glad that you're opening up your light even further. And opening up your light even further. And he's also saying to be open to different types of love, if you can understand that. He's saying that your understanding of the world and who you are has opened up so much more, that you're even open to other types of love. And so he's so proud of you within that, if you can understand that too, Jennifer. Okay. And you have 3 sons, okay? 2 younger that has severe and disability. There's been a lot going on. But I feel like you've been able to, it's celebrate more projects and celebrate more decorations and celebrate, like, I'm able to do this for you extra now, okay? And you can understand that, Jennifer. Thank you. So you can understand that. I'm glad. So I feel like there's just been a light switch turned on. All right. And he says to keep going. And he says, can you understand how it's either in the past or you still do it, because he's acknowledging how he sat with you on the bench. I believe it's like a park, or there's definitely like a lot of greenery back there, but he sat with you on the bench. And he's with you and he hears, and it's like he's still parenting, and he's still giving you the upliftment and encouragement and the healing. And you feel him and you think about him when you go to the bench, or you did when you go to the bench, and he's just letting me know to tell you, I was there. Okay. There's also acknowledgement of a dog too. He's acknowledging a dog. Can you understand this? Okay. There's like this acknowledgement of a small white dog. Okay. And he's just saying, like, I'm around, I'm with you. And, it's almost like this is interesting. He's referencing a mom or a mother-in-law still on earth. And he's saying, even though she does things differently, like, take the help every once in a while. Okay. Take the help every once in a while, because you need more breathers. You're understanding you need more breathers. So take the help every once in a while, even though if it's not a slam dunk, you're not sure if you're wanting to deal with people in all the ways at all the times. But take a break. There is more than enough where your kids will be helped and you'll have the extra time. So just take the help. So that's what I'm getting. Okay. The reminder to take the help. Okay. So,
wow.
He was our German Shepherd. With him, I have her son. Here. He misses him so much.
Oh.
Okay. I'm wondering the acknowledgement, because he was our German Shepherd. Okay. But I'm seeing a small white dog. I'm wondering if it's the same dog. But maybe there's something about the German Shepherd you can tell me. Okay. But thank you for acknowledging that there was a dog connection. But if you can think about a small white dog connection in connection to you and your partner. Okay. So I'm going to give that to you as well.
Yeah, God bless you, Miss Jennifer. Sending you lots of love. Thank you for always supporting us, girl, because you always come in hot. Jennifer says her mom had the small white dog as well.
Okay. And
right.
Okay.
So shout out to Colin Walker for watching. Wonderful energy. Lots of love just coming in, Cal. Great job. Thank you, Jennifer, so much for supporting us on Transcend with Debbie. Of course, please, guys, don't forget to subscribe to Sacred Spiral Network. We have Todd's new page. You want to announce that as well? Put the link in for people to follow as well.
Okay, yeah. Todd was the station owner at WLTKDB, and he is reconstructing the page and updating it. So we are increasing our reach, and so he's going to be hosting our shows through there. So it's another platform where you can be a part of a fantastic community. So I'm definitely going to pop down his page so people can be a part of that too as well. So we're just giving shout outs to all the wonderful people.
Yeah. So this is so created in a beautiful way. So Samantha, who was here earlier, helps and assists with Derek Akora's page. And so we're on Derek Akora's page. We're also a shout out to Jeremy York and Nick. They run Things Network. And then Spiral, Sacred Spiral, is my girl, founder, producer, Kelly Brickel. Kelly Brickel, go. Yes, that's what's up. That's my girl. And then I'm the host. Yes. And then I'm the host of Transcend with Debbie. So I get to share it on my podcast after, which is on Spotify, Amazon. I get to roll this page and have it all tied up in a nice, beautiful bowl. All things of Transcend with Debbie. So Kelly, thank you for the honor and respect to be a guest host medium on your show. It's just awesome to be able to hold space for spirit and also community. So I just love this. Let's keep going, y'all. There are links in the comments. Follow, share, heart, subscribe, because these are going to be some amazing networks that you don't want to miss. If you have those moments, because we're all around the world right now, all around the world, and we all over the place here. So what I'm saying, we got different time zones. If you're waking up at midnight, it may be only 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock for us. So come join the other pages so that you don't miss out. And so what a beautiful day to come together. Let me go and see where I'm going. Elizabeth from Wales, girl. Thank you. Let's see here. Stacia Griselda from the 805. That's where I'm from, y'all. Got California. Gotta throw the California love out there. That's what's up. Let's see here.
Love.
Yeah, tell us, drop the cities, countries, the state. Where y'all from? Essex. Laura Mills from Essex, UK. Sophie. That's what's up. Everybody's coming in hot. The representative child. This was my girl at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. My girl, Miss Tilsa Fernandez, y'all. You know, Spirit Kansas. We're Dorothy. We're not in Kansas anymore. She's Kansas in the
not at all.
Woo! Look at this love, Dana. Look, Arizona, Dana Point, California. That's what's up. Dana Point is very nice. Very nice. Lots of Chi-Town. Yes. You know, those on Facebook, put your name in the comments too, because we don't see UK. Y'all just blending in hot. Utah. Oh my God. I just had a client from Utah. Heather from Utah. I was working with her at 4 in the morning. Girl, I went on a live this morning on TikTok.
In the morning all the time working.
You wake me up. Spirit be like, girl, get up. Look at the check. I can't even say this one. Can you say this word? Check the check.
It's Czech Republic.
Yes, I think that's what it is. It's Colin Walker. That's what's up. I get to go live, not live. I get to do a church demonstration in honor of Spirit on his page next week, so you guys can watch that. So look at this, just the house of full of love. So let's just pause. Oh, it's Jeremiah 805. Okay, so let's look at the love right now, and let's welcome that energy healing. Just ask Spirit to come closer, to bring that light, to bring that love, to bring that connection, to bring that energy. Feel it in your hands, y'all. Bring in that yellow, bring in that white, bring in that green, bring in that purple. Let's go, turquoise. Let's go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and see where I'm going to go now. I couldn't help myself.
You pick.
Okay. I'm super up early too. Oh, you know what? Fran and Melinda, shout out to Melinda watching at work, and Fran from California as well. Whoop, whoop. Everybody dropping it in like it's hot. Okay. Bernadine, anything for me? Bernadine, I don't know if I feel like I have a gentleman that steps forward. When you say that, immediately my legs just get really weak and my body gets really achy. And so, Bernadine, when I feel into this, I definitely want to acknowledge some discomfort in my body with this gentleman. My leg hurts, my body hurts, and I feel like you were someone that was just really next to this person. I feel like I would care for him. I feel like the breathing became an issue with him, and I feel fatigue became an issue with this gentleman. He feels very much like a father is the sense I get. And if you would understand this, a yes, a no, and I don't know would be awesome. If you can please put that in the comments. Bernadine, she says, in Ireland. So I'm working with you, baby. Can you understand this gentleman feels like a father? I do feel like I'm connected to like farmland, open land, greenery is the sense that he gives me. I feel like I'm looking beyond an open land and I can see like barns next to me. So I know that on this property, it's like something that either he worked on or I'm connected to. I do feel a little bit of saliva, which is like either there was an excessive saliva speaking, something here with either like impairment with speaking or throat. If you would understand this, I don't know if you're still here, baby, yes or no, or I don't know, it would be, she does understand it. I'm missing the yeses. Okay. Because normally when I get that sense, either there's something here that's happening with breaking down the food, being able to speak, and being either like a stroke or something here, the feeling that I get. And I get the sense that I just got to say, whatever you're going through, all is well. Bernadine, all is well. I feel you're someone who worries. I feel like you're someone who thinks. And I feel like sometimes we can get, and I get this way, like I ain't gonna lie, we all think and we get a lot of information. And so it can be overwhelming. So what I would say, write down what you're trying to work through, write down what options you have. I feel like if you're selling property or going through property or trying to get into property, like really take your time. If you would understand this, nothing to show. I love that. Hey, if you would understand that, do you see her commenting?
I'm not seeing it.
Oh, did we lose you? Well, this is when people pop in and out. Love, I'm just going to say Spirit is definitely there with you. This gentleman is definitely supporting you. And I feel like he used to like to sit in front of the house. I feel like no, it doesn't make sense. Okay, let's open it up. Let's see. This is why we have to have the yeses and the nos. Okay, so I have a father here who makes me feel that I'm connected to this big farmland. I feel like when I look outdoors, and it's very interesting because I'm in California, and I feel like I'm looking down Rose Street. So Rose has like Rose Avenue, I think it is, has like this big green farmland. Is the sense that I get. So I know that this is an important piece of evidence. And so, what are we coming through right now? Okay, Jeremiah. So when I feel this, I do get the sense that the land is very significant. I do feel this gentleman would have either had some sense, like either suffered a stroke or would have had trouble speaking and would have had a little bit of extra saliva is the feeling that I get. I do feel that the property was very significant. I used to sit outside. I feel like I'm someone who would have, I feel really back in the days is a sense that I get. A different era here is what I feel, which is very interesting. So this is where we pause and see if anybody could understand a gentleman in spirit who had felt like a father, lived by the farmland. I'm trying to get more evidence or more information for this person because I feel like coloring, I feel like I have to acknowledge kids coloring. I have to acknowledge a woman who's like a teacher or education is the sense that I get with this person. I hear the name Stella, so I don't know if the person that is living is named Stella, but I hear the name Stella. I do also feel, I hear the name Sam, but I know Sam is in here. So if anybody could understand this, this is where we would ask that you say yes or no, or I don't know.
Let's see. You're definitely picking up.
Yeah, I got to see the names again to see where I'm guided. So can you guys all say hello so I can see the names, so I can feel into the energy to see where spirit takes me to?
Give them a couple of the main points too, to see if anyone understands.
So stroke, 60, 70 years old, was out in the farmland area, definitely hard worker, loved to be outdoors. The name Sam, and I forgot the other name because I was in that space, so I can't remember the other name. Hi, One. Thank you for being here. Valerie Harris, would you understand some of this information? Valerie Harris, your name stood out to me. So I'd like to see how, I love that, how the energy changes when everyone's like, hey girl, hey, hello, hello, hello. So Valerie, love, would you understand this information? Father, grandfather, acknowledging kids, acknowledging a woman who's like a teacher, who loved to color, who loved to teach their kids. I feel like coloring right now is important. That's what I'm getting right now. Valerie Harris, I'm coming to you, baby. Would you understand this? Are you picking anything up? Anything? Anything?
I'm wondering if I'm getting the same spirit you are too. So, so I'm seeing like this man, and again, big family. You would identify your family connected to this gentleman as having a big family, putting his hands in the dirt. I really feel like my hands are in the dirt, and I see him wearing overalls. So this is a man where like the lifestyle is very much like in the country. In the UK, it'd be considered the country. In the US, it'd be like more like rural farmland. And
right.
I do think this is a UK connection.
I love that you say that.
These, like different nods to like the attire, like the hats and the overalls and the country kind of feeling. It feels like there was crop. Like I wouldn't be surprised if there was pumpkins on the land or something like with squash. I keep seeing things like pumpkins, squash.
I love squash. And you know what's crazy? The more I talk about it, I feel into my grandfather's essence. So it's like he wore overalls. We live at the farmland. And so like that's crazy. Like if I'm channeling my own grandfather, like this is the intelligence of spirit.
Is this because would he wear like really like old school floppy hats almost like like when he'd work?
But look,
that's why I was like UK because only people wear like those big they have there's a lid on it, but it's like a bigger floppy hat.
Right. I can't look at this. But this is who I was guided to was Valerie, and I felt like this was for her. And now we got her to say she understands.
But she understands.
But I understood it too. Isn't that crazy? I was like, wait a minute.
Really interesting. Like there's a double. I'm like, where are we going here? Because I feel, yeah, and she's from the UK. Okay.
Go ahead, Miss Callie, girl. I knew I was going with Valerie, but then as the energy was changing, and then you were reading, I was like, oh, girl, that feels like my grandpa. My friend, yes, he did. Yes. Okay.
So I feel like, again, I keep seeing like a farm connection. I keep seeing like this was a man who we talked about, you know, the squashes or the crops and things like that, or some of the things on his property. But there was also animals around, because I'm seeing like sheep, if you can understand this. So this was in the region, and I just feel like this was somebody who was very like focused on his responsibilities, his day to day. He would show up, he's very responsible, and he very much was like one foot in front of the other. Don't get into your mind, don't let things worry you. He like would bring people back down to earth within the family, and that's really all he wanted. And he was a man who didn't spend his money on very fancy things, like I'm being flashed like a pocket watch. So there was more appreciation and focus on family than there was on material things. And he would again remind people of like, it's not worth it, you know, it's not worth it. You got to look after your friends, you got to look after your family. Okay, so this was a man who continuously made sure that things didn't get to him in life. And when he did, he tried to really, you know, he's like, I'm the man of the house, I'm gonna figure it out, you know, just come to me and we'll figure it out. So a lot of pride with how he ran things. So can you understand this, Valerie? Can you understand this, Valerie? He also, he didn't have education, if you can understand this, but he was very encouraging of the people within the family to go to school, to further their schooling. And my friend was like that. Okay, you could understand. You said before you could understand this with your friend, but he was very what's the word? He promoted. He was he very much wanted the younger generations within his family to go to school, to go to university, and he helped fund this. So again, this was a man who didn't like spend money on a lot of flashy things, but he helped fund. He helped make sure that they had what they needed because he wanted them to focus on the important things in life. Okay, and so what was important for him was different than what he thought was important for his family, because he wanted the new generations to be accustomed to the modern way of being. Okay, he was always like, look one step ahead. Even though, you know, I have a simple life, I want you to look one step ahead. Can you understand this about your friend?
She did say that she understood that he was like that. So as you were speaking, he was definitely acknowledging that. So cool. Even Stacia's, she said yes.
Yes. Okay. This was like, even though, again, like he didn't go to schooling, this was a man who was actually very smart and very handy. And this was a man who could fix things. And if he didn't know how to do it, he would want to figure out how to do it, because he was like, well, let me see if I can help. So if you can understand this, he always appreciated his advice. He always appreciated his groundedness and his determination. And he wants to really like remind you that there are other people in not only the world, yes, but there's people still around you that have characteristics of him. And to hold on to that and to actually nurture them. It's been a while since you've called some of these people. So he's reminding you of there's good people around you, okay? And to remind you to reach out, because they actually have been going through some stresses, and there's been distance between you because of the stresses they're dealing with in their own family. So it's just a reminder, like, to reach out, and through him, he's like, keep on to good people, okay? And if you're reminded through me of how you see it within others, those are some of your good people. Don't forget to hold on to the good people, okay? So I'm gonna give that message forward. Debbie, are you feeling anything?
That was just beautiful. And thank you for taking the message, Valerie. This rainbows come in and the song is like, you are the apple of my life. So there was a lot of love for you, for this gentleman as well. I also feel a gentleness about your spirit. And I feel the kindness of you checking in on them, or just having this relationship of just like Kelly says, there are other people that you used to check in on. But I feel like he was one of those people that you did that same for. And so a token of a gift from spirit was a bouquet of flowers, and he's showing me that you either have a picture or a portrait on your wall of a bouquet of flowers, and that is what he's showing you, that you have fully bloomed an essence of who you truly are. So your spirit is really open, my love. And so please know that there's a gratitude for the love shared. So the healing that you've offered not only to him, but to spirit. Spirit says thank you. So you must also be a healer, and you also talk to spirit, and you also connect in such a profound way. You go into the depths of the waters that needs to be raised for others to see as you bring the emotion to the surface. And so for that, spirit says thank you. And so Kelly, thank you so much for bringing that forward. Amazing, the intelligence of it. Did you see how we got the information, but we needed the energy from the community to say we're here, so then we knew where to go. So that's the intelligence, of just bringing the energy and connecting it all together. So thank you so kindly, Kelly, for bringing that message forward.
Absolutely. I mean, just you talked about her being a healer, and I just, as you were saying that, I it's like he came in and he was just like, I helped bring out her understanding within that. His kindness helped inspired her to have further kindness. And again, he's just like, check on some of your friends, check on some of your friends. He keeps saying that, check on some of your friends. So beautifully said, Debbie. Yeah, beautifully said.
When you say that about his friend, I get the sense that it's like he's putting his shoes on. He's going back into the world. He's trying to get himself together, whether he's looking for work or whether he's looking for means to get himself situated. This is a man who's probably I feel like youthful, and he carries himself youthful, but he's a little older. And so I feel like at times he lives alone. And so when they're acknowledging him, the healing's going to him, the energy is going to him to give him the confidence to continue the progress of where he's at, the progression of where he's going in his journey. So much love to you, Valerie Harris. Thank you so kindly for letting us hold space. Do you want to do some rapid reads really quick, Miss Kelly?
Let's do it.
Okay. Let's go. So rapid reads. I'm going to pull some cards. I got a new deck. Alice in the Wonderland, y'all. We're going to go to Alice in the Wonderland, making you wonder, y'all. And shout out to Mariah. I know. Don't go to the hole. Don't go to the water hole. Don't go, y'all. Let's stay here. Stay present. Stay present. Let's go. So for those on Facebook, put your name and say you're interested. We're going to do them very quickly, which means is that I get a card. We move it along. You get a card, Kelly, move it along. Or you just throw what you want out there. And we're just going to do a rapid read. And we just appreciate you guys. So card, say open. Let's go. Or I like to say, let's glow.
Let's glow. Girl, you just died. I'm here.
Okay, so I'm going to go to Jeremiah really quick because Jeremiah was open for a message. Jeremiah, really quickly, I know you're in here. I saw your name pop up. So from the 805, change in the night, right? Oh, girl, I need to put my glasses on. For whatever reason, when I'm in the flow like this, my vision changes. It says, I have changed quickly, which means is that, embrace the change, the transformation. All of us went through that change 6-7 months ago with the eclipse, and you really fully embodied a whole new idea. And so when I say a whole new idea, either a couple of days ago during the new moon, you rebirthed a new business or a thought of I want to create work. I feel like I could do this, whether this is your postcards or Hallmark cards or pictures, you actually got the wheels turning. So I feel like this is inspiration from spirit. And so I want to say, act upon your gifts and your ideas. You are rare and you are free. So enjoy that, my love. Enjoy that. I love that. Go ahead, Miss Kelly. Go where you're guided to go.
Okay. I'm going to go to Anne. Anne. All right. All right. One more card for Anne. Okay. So, there's it. Where did Anne go? Anyway, so one of the things that comes in is Anne, I feel like we're talking about being social. Like, I feel like that's like a common theme coming up with kind of just a lot of people on the broadcast right now. There's an encouragement for the spirit world to actually be social. I feel like there is, like, that's naturally very much a good element for you, being surrounded by women, being encouraged by women. And so there's a dip where we need to find some new people to reignite some of that sisterhood, some of that camaraderie, some of that healing, some of that I get to go out with the ladies, I get to go out with my friends. And so there's been a disrupt within that, where, you know, you haven't had that the same way. So the spirit world is saying, open your heart, open your mind. It's not over, and we get to have rebirths and pauses and rebirths in the way that we meet people and our friends too. So it's not done with that. There is a card that's called Let It Be Known that comes up for you. I pull from my own deck, so I have my own way of kind of looking at the signs and symbols. And it's the reminder to use your voice and don't shut down. And so there is this theme that I am feeling within your life of, you know, like, not necessarily it feels like it's worth it sometimes. Not necessarily do you feel like you want to ruffle some feathers. Not necessarily do you feel like you are in your power right now. So you're just like, I'm just gonna kind of let it be. I'm going to kind of take a break on things. But Spirit is encouraging you to actually get back out there and make your peace with things, forgive people, and say, you know, I'm going to try and go out there and do things a little bit differently. And it's okay if it feels awkward. So Spirit is inviting you for a rebirth, a phoenix scene. And that's going to be in a bunch of different categories: health, family, even where you frequent. Okay. Mix up the routines. It's time for fresh new energy. So that's what I'm getting.
I love that. Sherry, this is for you, Sherry Face, fuchsia flower shape. Woo! Growing up. Oh, dun, dun, dun. Let's see what this says here. These are new cards for me. Wanting to groove and experience rejection of your youth. Let's look at that. Inner child love. Let me come to your legs because I want to bring you out of that. I want you to step forward because immediately Spirit brings me to discomfort in the legs. I'm not a doctor, nor am I diagnosing, but I can feel the need to step out of that, the need to move forward. And I feel like you're very sensitive. I feel like you hear. I feel like you could feel everything in your heart. So you got a really close overshadow blend with Spirit. So the heart races, everything starts to ignite. It's almost like reawakening the nervous system and getting the body to move. And so again, Spirit is intelligent. Energy is coming through. They're working on the back of your spine all the way to the heart chakra in the back. And so energy is coming in for you. I want to give you sprinkles of love, as I feel you can't go back to yesterday. So be present. So I have a knee replacement. Oh, God bless you. That is why they're going to the legs, my love, and they're going to the nerves. They're going into the spine. So it's like a little healing is coming your way. And so as I say this, just definitely know, you know, sometimes when we look at that root chakra that's connected to the red, that's connected to all the organs and all the tissue and all the nervous system, you know, from that base of the spine down. So working with the color red, grounding, eating some grounding foods, whether this is yams or peanuts, or, you know, really working with that. I am safe. I am protected. I am grounded. Oh, girl, like, oh my gosh, spine surgery. So this is like all of that. Like, this is like the nervous center, right? The mind, the emotion. And so just Spirit is bringing a little healing, a lot of love to you. Again, just, I get the chills as I say that. Law is, these cards are intense, man. Like, when you say that, these are a new deck for me. I'm like,
well, it's very much how you started with healing, you know? The need for healing.
Right. And so you have a gentleman that steps forward who's a healer. They're just bringing a little healing around the spine. Let's open it up. Let's go in there. Let's work on the L4, L5. Let's go into the lower spine. Reconnecting. It's almost like the nervous system, the tissue. They're just kind of reconnecting here. As Spirit comes closer, they're going to a little bit on the neck. And so I know on the neck, either you have a tight neck as well. And so they're going on the left side of your body. And then they're kind of giving a little alleviation to some headache or head issues. So just know that Spirit is coming in a beautiful way. So it's going from the left side all the way down to the spine. So you asked for the healing. It was like, I don't know why I hear this, but either you knew that you had to be here or you knew that you were going to get this. So they're validating what you put into motion. So if this would make sense, I leave you with that. There are choices. So baby, baby girl, take your time. 15 days at L5 is where the surgery. God bless you, girl. God bless your spirit. So lots of love to you. Again, this is just the intelligence of spirit. This is just energy moving, right? And so I leave you with their love. God bless you. Everybody send some fuchsia flowers and hearts, because she specifically put the word fuchsia. And the fuchsia, the violet flame, is a beautiful way to work with spirit. Saint Germain allowing the energy. So we can close with this, you guys. We welcome the violet flame. We are the violet flame as it burns within us, right? And so we are allowing that energy to go from all our chakra systems to flush what no longer serves us, allowing the energy to dissolve within the earth, within the ground, every dark atom and molecule, every dark matter just dissolving in that mind. Let's allow it to go into the tissues, into the muscles, into the nervous system, into the bones, into the gums, into the ears, and all the senses, allowing our silver cord to ground us into the earth and that heartbeat of the earth, as Mother Gaia's hand holds us and closes us in a protection of energy. And so we say thank you. Thank you, Kelly Brickel, for being a guest medium on Transcend with Debbie, a host. Congratulations on Sacred Spiral. Thank you all for tuning in and listening. It's an honor. Please don't forget to follow Derek Akora's page, Things Network, Sacred Spiral, and all things Transcend with Debbie, y'all. Don't forget to put the hearts too, because we like hearts. We like likes. We're showing up. Let's give us some love back, y'all, because we need that love too. We want that love too. Bring in the spirit love to us all. We're all open. We're all receiving. And with that, I say, have a beautiful rest of your day. Walk with the angels. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Kelly. Bye, everybody. Good job, girl. That was crazy.